Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Lugnut Games. We're still playing on XCA from Tarkov, so a little bit of pre-raid business to do. The game did update. If you look down here, it's Single Player Tarkov AKI 2.2.0, which means we now have access to the newest version of Tarkov on single player. Now, there's going to be some people that want to bitch and moan about whether it's cheating playing single player. The way I see it is, even though I live on the West Coast and I don't have issues with the servers being populated or anything along those lines, I am recording on a Friday night. I can play regular Tarkov, that's fine. But I like this because it's a more controlled environment, especially when it comes to recording. Especially when it comes to this newest version of Tarkov. They actually enabled, let's see if I can find it. I guess it'd be under sound. VoIP. A voice over internet provider, meaning anyone that's within a certain range of you in-game can basically push a button and say whatever they want into the microphone. And if I'm recording and they say something derogatory, racist, whatever the case is, I can be reported, my channel will get a strike, that kind of thing. I'm not going to risk it, period. But on top of that, I can add mods. I haven't added any mods other than something that makes loot spawn a little bit more random, and to counteract the fact that, you know, a certain place is supposed to get a certain type of loot. What I've also gone ahead and done is made it to where that loot spawn chance is less than what it would be with the base game. So off screen, which is why it's taken me quite a while to put out another video, because I was trying to do them about every other day, but more recently I went from every other day to about, I think it's been 4 days since my last one. The reason for that is because I wanted to get this account caught up to where we were before on the previous account. So if we go into trading, actually let's go to character first. So this is what we're running with right now. I actually used all my ammo in the last trade, but this is what we're running with now. That I looted at the very end of the last trade. I didn't even have time to identify it before I extracted. So you might notice a few things different. All the room keys actually have durability on them. Some more than others. There's also new items in the game, such as these parts right here. Metal spare parts. There's also these med tools. There's a few new items for upgrades. Oh, this guy? Never mind that little guy. I was playing around upgrading stuff because I could. I got bored and I found 90% of this in raid. So I decided, why not? Let's throw it on there and see what it can do. But that still doesn't preclude me from having absolutely junk ammo. I think the best ammo I have for it would be maybe the HP rounds. Possibly RRLP. RRLP might actually be the best rounds we have for it, but we've only got 27 of them. So go ahead, let's get this sorted. I did get us caught up to kind of where we were before. Another thing that's been introduced is Scav Karma. So this will actually go up every time we do a scav raid, we extract with the vehicle, that kind of thing. There are daily quests now. So let's go in here. Let's pick up these daily quests. We got 23 hours still on these. Eliminate Rashala 3 times. Well, I tell you right now, guys, it's not going to happen, but we'll accept it anyways. Exit the location. Let's see here. Okay, this looks like just a exit any location 3 times. So we'll go ahead and accept that. And I am going to start doing a batch recording just for tasks like this, where it requires us to do more than one extract. I would like to get that extra XP. The toothpaste, the rubles, the trader rep, that doesn't really matter. But I would like that extra XP. That would help us. I believe in the last episode we were level 5. I've had to get to level 7 to get back where we were. And I will show you my stats here in a second. We have more daily tasks right here. Hand over found in raid AI2 medkits. These things literally look like cheese. In fact, it's commonly referred to as pocket cheese. So it's got to be found in raid or crafted. I'm pretty sure we can craft it, which takes me to the next thing that we did, which is I did upgrade the hideout. I tried to go only to where we were at before, but then I realized that it's only going to hinder me more. So we got the workbench, the lavatory, the stash, vents, generator, security, illumination. We still have some that are locked down here, but I definitely needed this open because the Salewas were way harder to find. But this is the pocket cheese right here. So 22 minutes. Normally, I wouldn't craft this. I wouldn't even think about crafting this because these med kits, if you look at the stats, it's just way better. This stops heavy bleeding and light bleeds. And it's got 400 HP. These are basically, do it if you need it, but I wouldn't recommend it. They are faster to use by 1 second, but that 1 second could be the meaning or the difference between stopping a heavy bleed or stopping a light bleed and just bleeding out before you get to extract, no matter how many of these you use. But for the sake of this quest and that XP, we're going to go ahead and get that started. So we got one pile of meds that we'll hand over. So we'll get that crafting. I got to leave this on. The generator was only, it only cost 1 spark plug to get it up and running. So that wasn't a big deal. Threw both of our fuel tanks in there. From having the Edge of Darkness, you automatically start out with fuel. I am thinking about doing something in the workbench. Not sure what I want to start. These are kind of garbage rounds, but they're not bad for early game. Yeah. Man, there's just not a whole lot of good stuff there. So, I think we'll just hold off on it. It is nice that they made it to where you can craft gas analyzers right here. Even though I found them when the main game actually updated to this version, it was almost impossible to find gas analyzers. So let's go ahead and get our guy set up here. Throw on the glasses. Whoops, wrong slot. I also found a Santa's backpack. It's basically a pilgrim backpack, but it is red and white, which I like, but I stuffed all my med stuff in there. So we're just going to use it only for meds. Do I have any meds up here? I can go in there. I mean, I guess I've got a blood set, and we'll throw one of these syringes in there. As far as actually using meds, I'll take an IFAC, and if you just hover over it and push the number key 4, 5, 6, you can see it down here. 4 through 9 and then 0 is all the stuff that you can actually hit with your hotkey. It says I have 8 as P's, but I don't think I actually... Okay, so it's these P's right here. I guess there really is no way of getting rid of that. That must just be a bug. Let's restack our money. Let's go ahead and sort again. A lot of people don't like using the sort. I like it in the early game because it kind of keeps everything where you can see it. It starts off with ammo, then magazines, your essential meds, which I'll go ahead and pull one of these down. I'll set that as 5. Then it goes to your weapons, your hideout upgrade stuff. See, there's another spark plug. Then money, food, keys, all right in this area. And then these are, like, these need to be sold. So, I told you about the new map and the mod that I had. Well, that mod also made it to where vodka will spawn randomly. And it's actually worth a decent amount of money if we go and sell it. I think, is it Therapist that takes it? Yeah, Therapist takes it. And I believe Jaeger does too. Yeah, Jaeger takes it for just slightly less. Or maybe slightly more. Maybe I'm seeing that wrong. Okay, so Jaeger takes it for slightly less. So we're going to go ahead and sell this vodka because as of right now, not really a use to us. We need to unlock some stuff before then. Let's see. So, I do have quests to turn in. I turned in the quest for unlocking Jaeger, which was Introduction. I think comes from him. Completed. Yeah. Okay, so Introduction. I went back to Woods, got the message, brought it back, turned it in. You know what? I'm going to go back to the main menu so we don't have the hideout in the background. Okay. So for traders, we've got some stuff to turn in, which I didn't want to do off camera because that's not fair. So we got debut. So I was able to kill 5 scabs on customs. And I bought these 2 shotguns from Jaeger, which is something that you can do. So we'll go ahead and complete that. That'll unlock 2 more. So we gotta get the bronze pocket watch. And we have to find missing convoy and the USEC camp on Woods. This one's not bad if you get the right spawn. If you don't get the right spawn, then it can be kind of a pain to get there just because of the scabs that are between usually you and where you spawn. But it does unlock the compass, which is handy. Like, I've got 2 monitors, so I usually run this game with a map open on one monitor and then the game on the other. And, you know, OBS and all that stuff running in the background. But bronze pocket watch, we can actually do that on customs. I believe I have the key for it. Let's claim this real quick. Give us some junk ammo. And you can tell I lost some stuff. So, I mean, it is what it is. I died a few times. I'll show you my stats here in a second. Therapist has some tasks that are done. I found 3 Salewas. Well, I found 1 Salewa and crafted 2 more. So, we can turn that in. And that'll unlock some more. Gas analyzers we can do, because I did find some gas analyzers. Here we got to go to room, I believe it's 108 or 110 in the dorms. I'm not entirely sure on that one. I know it's in the dorms on customs. So let's go ahead and turn in the gas analyzer. As you can see, I got 4 of them. Really, you only need 3 total. You need 1 for this quest and then 2 more for a quest that's coming up. Actually, that quest coming up might be right now. Yep, there it is. So we'll go ahead and turn these 2 in. And that will open up Painkiller, which we have to find morphine in raid, which I found 3 of them. I knew it was a quest coming up, I just didn't remember how many. And yes, I'm well aware I can look it up, but while I was playing, I just wanted to get back to where we left off in the last episode and progress from there. So we need 1 more morphine. So we're probably going to go back to customs, because customs is pretty good for finding that. I also found a 3M body armor, which is, if I go in here, let's see here, gear, armor vest, it's this. It's just a white body armor. So found that, got that all done, turned in. I also found a TOS 106 on one of the 5 scabs that I killed in raid. Let's go ahead and claim all this junk. Actually, that junk might actually help us finish our daily quest. Sorry, I didn't mean to call it junk. The TOS 106 is a weird kind of magazine-fed bolt-action shotgun. I had one, but it was a 12-gauge slug gun. It was magazine-fed and bolt-action in real life. Let me see if I can find it here. There it is. This is what it looked like. It's kind of a garbage gun. Like, people that are way better at the game than me can literally play the whole game with just this gun. I'm not that good, so I'm not even going to try to do that. Let's see here. Got more rubles everywhere. Well, just go ahead and sort. Let's see if that, does this pocket cheese count towards found in raid? It does. Okay, so let's turn in that quest too, because I really don't want to deal with it. Is it this guy? No, here. We gotta complete this. Now it'll open up Extortionist, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but not too bad. It's another customs quest. I'm gonna have to look it up. There's like 3 different places on customs that you have to go for small quests like this, and it doesn't really quite tell you exactly where. It says, I'm almost sure you got smoke somewhere near the garages at the RUAF roadblock. Find the key, then find me that package. It's, you can check all the doors, the center of the port. Okay, well, it is what it is. Who'd we get that daily quest for that wanted the pocket cheese? Wasn't her. Was it Peacekeeper? Ah, there it is. Okay, so we'll turn one of these in. There we go. We get 3,000 XP, 75 US dollars. A magazine we can't even use right now, but we do get more rep up here for him, so that's good. And apparently we're level 9 already. We've leveled up twice. Oh, here's my stats. So I've been killed in raid twice. I only have 11 kills, and I've survived 9 raids. I essentially went in just trying to get the stuff we needed for quests. Wasn't really focused on getting kills, other than, actually I think both of these 2 raids, as you can see here, I died twice in a row. Oh, it doesn't even show it. It'd be right here. But I basically died 2 times in a row trying to get the killing Scabs quest done for Prepper. So ID this, nothing on there. We got an ID, so we'll accept that. I don't think we'll ever use that gun. In fact, we'll probably just sell it right away. $75. Not a big deal, but hey, at least we got the XP for it. So let's go ahead and pick a gun to come in to the raid with. I was using this. I found this in raid and kind of modified it a little bit. I threw a silencer on it, the foregrip, and the sight. The sight I found in raid, the silencer I found in raid, and the foregrip I was able to find on Fence. Who, if you guys don't know, Fence is a trader that other people can sell stuff to, like damaged weapons, whatever they don't want to sell to these other traders. But for Fence, you can see I've got a lot of stuff that I haven't identified yet, and I can go through here. I can spend hours and get as much XP as possible from just identifying stuff. But Fence is someone that people that don't want these items can sell it to Fence a lot of times, and I've seen it happen numerous times where it's just a really bad firefight and someone comes out on top, and they'll turn around and they'll take the weapon, they'll extract, like even if it's a basic M4 like this, they'll take the weapon. When they extract, they'll hit disassemble and then sell everything to Fence. So a lot of it is that kind of stuff. Like if you come down here, you have like gun parts that are unusable because they're not assembled. Not a big deal. It's not the best way to save money on a gun, but sometimes it can help. So, alright, I think we're gonna run M4. Let's get set up here. M855. I really don't want to run M855 unless I have to. But honestly, I think that's the best ammo. Maybe this AP ammo might be better. Let's say AP. What do these have? M855. M855. The reason I'm dragging it over into my chest rig here is because it's just easier to see what you have and don't have for ammo when you unload it. So we got 30 rounds of that SAAP. So let's go ahead and load that up. Sorry if you heard my chair squeaking. I was readjusting. Then let's load up some actually, yeah, we'll go SAAP, and then we'll go, I guess, Mod 0, the RRLP ammo. It's not my favorite ammo. You know what? We'll put that down there, and we'll take a stack of that with us. I was running this FN Herschel 5.7 for a little while. I wanted to really find a silencer that I could put on it, because that does come in handy, but couldn't find one, so we're running with what we got. For the most part here, we have American standard caliber guns. I mean, we haven't gotten into any of the Russian calibers, the AKs and stuff, but we do have some BP ammo, so that might be an option in the near future. Not a huge fan of the way the AK plays in this game, but it's not horrible. Did find a wallet. We have no cash in it, so let's go ahead and load some cash in there. So if you hold shift and then click and drag, or control and click and drag, you can adjust how much you actually put in there. And it's $10,000 for the most expensive extract in the game. There's nothing crazy about it, but if you feel like you've gotten enough loot and it's time to get out, that is an option that you can take. So we've got that. I want to grab a CMS kit because I played around on the new map, like I mentioned earlier, with all the vodkas, and kind of fell down a mountain and broke my legs. Well, when you break them, they black out. And I didn't have any meds to actually fix that. So we're going to do this. And we're just going to avoid contact for these first couple of rounds. We don't really need the kills. You know what? I'm going to sell that. Let's sell the lower quality one. We got these 303 keys. Don't need those. I do need the machinery key. The machinery key is where that bronze pocket watch is that we have to get. That's why this has like a golden check mark over it instead of a white one like these. So let's see here. Okay, and we got one of those that we can sell. So I'm going to come down here. I'm going to put all these down here so they're separate from all the others. And then we're going to sell them. And we're going to sell this pocket cheese too. We don't necessarily want that. It's not really useful to us. There's the med kit that I used when I blacked out both of my legs because I was impatient and decided to go off a path that I probably shouldn't have. We'll sell some of those. Let's go sell these keys. There we go. 59,000 rubles out of that. We actually have enough to where we can buy a Lucky Scav junk box. And if you don't know, this is all inventory space. But you can only put certain stuff in it. So like basically everything here that's grayed out can go in there, other than these two masks. Those I need to sell. I'm not sure if these can go in there or not. I haven't played it with the new update. These can go in it. I don't think food can. All this stuff that's grayed out can. Weapons parts I believe can. So can fuel. So maybe that's something we'll look at depending on how this next raid goes. Oh, speaking of which, this is one of the new hand grenades. They did kind of change a few major things. Inertia has changed, so if you weigh a certain amount, then changing movement directions will kind of carry you in one direction before you change directions, which makes sense. Because being in the military, it's not easy to move with all that gear. I'll tell you that firsthand. It quite honestly sucks. That's why you see a lot of U.S. military personnel with, I wouldn't call it aftermarket gear, but it's their own personal gear that they spend their own money on, like I did, that will fit the plates that are issued to them. But it's more comfortable. You can move around in it. You're more free in it. And it might not sound like a whole lot, but something that basically wraps you up like a burrito is not comfortable whatsoever, no matter what standards you go by. So we've got 30 rounds in this, another 60 there and 60 there. I think we'll be all right to get into customs and go ahead and get the bronze pocket watch mission done. I've got an Amelia here and a Tashanka. Let's see if we can turn those in. No, we need another Iskra, which is like a green MRE on our AI2 med kit. Holy hell, I've been talking for almost 30 minutes. Let's get into a raid. This episode might only be one raid, but at least you'll be caught up. And the next episode we'll do a couple more raids, including probably a couple of scav runs. So, yep. Customs. We'll go 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Alright, I will catch you guys at the beginning of this raid. Alright, we're loading in. And I just realized, well, I looked it up and realized that depending on where we spawn, we may actually be able to do the one where we have to get the intel. It just might take a hot second because we got to get the key in order to unlock it. Okay, so we got... Okay. Well, we spawned on the backside. Let's see if we can get over here and go get that key. So we're coming up on gas right here. And that structure right there that you can kind of see off in the distance. Whoops, wrong button. Hold on, I gotta change my buttons around. There we go. I don't see anyone down there. Sometimes there's scavs down here. Maybe they just haven't spawned in yet because we just spawned. But the green smoke means that we can use that for an extract if we have it on our list, which we do not. So, there's that. Oh, I'm out of stamina. That's the other thing, is they changed the way stamina works in this game. So, with this new update, crouching, proning out, everything takes stamina. So if you don't have the stamina, you can't do it. And that kind of sucks. Let's examine that. I don't want that. Let's go over here. There's a hidden stash. Turn so we're facing there. Let's examine that. We got tea glasses, raid. Ooh, military cable's good. What is this? Beanie. We'll take the tea glasses just to be on the safe side. I'm not going to loot that med bag there. We're good on meds. And honestly, I don't have a want or a need to. So, we're going to dip down here in the low ground to kind of play it safe from anyone that might be in that structure. We also got to watch for, there's snipers that can spawn up there. And in one of the buildings in front of us, over that way, there's another place for a scav sniper to spawn, but we're going to come down here. Now, I wouldn't recommend going too far past this tree that's over here, because it's not good for your health. There's scav snipers that spawn, well, they don't even spawn. It's one of those invisible things. Like, that's the map boundary. You can see that sign right there. Kind of tells you if you go out to where that dead body is right there, yeah, you're pretty much done. So, we're just going to run this little loop right here. Let's go over and see if we can get that key. Now, we're going to run into scavs, more than likely, over here as soon as we turn this corner. They're going to be over here past that building. There's this building, and then a fence past this building. So we'll either run to NPCs or scavs over here. For the most part, the NPCs in this game take the normal pathing and extracts and stuff like that if you were playing on online, like in the regular game, it's essentially the same thing. Like, yeah, you can set the difficulty, but I just set everything as it is in online, because I don't really see why not. So over here, there's a body. This should have an unknown key on it unless someone's looted it. I hear someone running. Let's go see who that is, see if we can get the drop on them. Scav. I heard another one. Got lucky with that one. I got potato aim today, guys. My bad. Go ahead and dump all this stuff. The cat could be handy. We'll take his vest. Probably has nothing in his pockets. Oh, he does. Nothing that we can use. We go get this, then I'll go back, grab that key. We gotta come back this way anyways, so it's not a huge loss. Sorry if you heard that. That'd be my puppy. He's kind of being hyper today. I'm not even gonna check this ammo. Let's just get rid of this. And honestly, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, that's an armored rig. You know what? We'll just take the armored rig. We'll take that with us. Let's see how much of this crap we can throw in there. I'm not going to take his gun, but I am going to take the parts off of it. We'll take that. And I don't care about anything else. So let's get out of here. Let's go grab that key. Because there's going to be people coming over that river. Those over there. We're going to have to cross that river to extract from here. But let's grab this key. Oh, I don't have room for it. You know what? This crap ammo can go. Booney's not important. Rubles we can throw in the wallet. And that's only one round. So we're not going to take that ammo either. Like, that ammo's not good. And it's not going to help us out. So now you got to watch this rooftop right here. Because there's a scab that spawns up there. I don't see a scab on the tower over there either. But there's also scabs that spawn all throughout this area. Let's go ahead and reload. Absolutely love the animations in this game. They did not just their research, but they did a good job with it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the bronze pocket watch is just like right over here. But I'm probably mistaken. I hear someone probably over there. Not gonna search him. I just don't care enough. Actually, I think it's this truck right here, to be honest with you. This is exactly where we need to be. Yep. Sure is. So let's go ahead and unlock that. There's our bronze pocket watch. Now we need to get the hell out of here. And I'm going to avoid this area right through here. I'm actually going to run towards what they call skeleton. well, that skeleton, that, I don't remember what it's called. But I'm actually going to go this way because I just don't want to deal with people. My normal daily attitude. If we get shot at, I'm honestly probably just going to keep running. We only wasted, what, 3 shots on that last guy, so we still got 27 rounds in the magazine, plus 1 in the chamber, so we're at 28 rounds. It's kind of one of those things you always got to keep in your head, is how much ammo do I actually have? It goes for real life, too. However, I am going to take a detour. We're going to go up here and check this box, because why not? And I still don't see a scav sniper up there, so probably not going to get shot at unless he spawns in miraculously right now. Don't want that. We'll take duct tape, we'll take relay. So we're going to go over here. We're going to get our last, or our intel item with that unknown key. It's going to be another long episode, guys. I can tell you that much right now. So there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either go down over that end, like all the way back around the way we came. There's old gas right there. Or you can just jump over right here. That's the route I always choose to take, because why not? Oh, I don't even have a flashlight on this gun, so we're not going to any of these buildings. But that building right there in front of us is where we need to go. But guys do spawn over here in the open. Scabs do. There's also numerous spawn points over here, so let's get this unlocked. Let's get our intel and let's get the hell out of here. Alright, got the intel. We're extracting. We're getting the hell out. So I'm more or less going to go the way we came. What would be the best way to do this? I guess literally going back by old gas, which is what I didn't want to do. Sit right here for a second and regen some stamina and see if any scavs spawned over here. We've gotten lucky so far as not getting lit up. But if we die right now, we got to come back in and get the bronze pocket watch and that intel all over again. So, I mean, it makes sense. Realistically, gameplay wise, it can be a bastard. Moving through bushes slows you down, so try not to do that like I just did. Alright, we're going to hit the low ground again. I know, we just made a big ass circle, but it'll be worth it. I hear shooting back over where we just got that intel from. Sounds like a PMC and a scav shooting at each other. Where are we at here? We got Trailer Park, Crossroads, RUAF, Roadblock, Smuggler's Boat. Well, I'm not even going to go try to check the Smuggler's Boat because I'm just not that lucky. Smuggler's Boat's one of those ones that sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. The same with the Dorms VX that you see up there in the upper right. That's a Dorms vehicle extraction. That's the one that costs $10,000 to use. Sorry about that pause. I thought I heard someone. Yeah, it costs $10,000 to use, but you basically go straight to it and you're out if it's there. If it's not there, then you just wasted your time. Here's a question: do we go through this building known as Crack House to see if we can find some morphine? Kinda think we do. Of course we couldn't find it right here at the beginning. It'd be too simple. Another CMS kit. Hopefully we can find it in here and just skirt out the front door. Nope. Don't want any of that. Alright, we're going to go upstairs where the morphine spawns. Ooh, we could probably get some intel too. Let's see if there's intel in here. Intel sells for quite a bit, so let's see what we can get. You also gotta be careful. These windows are exposed over here, so good chance of getting your ass shot off right there. What is that? Energy drink? Yeah, we'll take it. Why not? Some paper? Sure. Why not? Cleaner? Wow. Maybe I need to turn down some of the spawn rates on this. Although, all these empty shelves, there's a chance for these to spawn. Intel. So let's grab that intel. That's the only one that spawned that I saw. Maybe I missed one. If I missed one, let me know down in the comments. Oh, I didn't even know a horse could spawn here. So let's check our extract. Okay. Maybe we'll get lucky, find a morphine here, and then we can extract right past that point where we shot those scabs at. Saloa. Now they spawn. Why not? I'm not looking for them, so of course they'd fucking spawn. Oh, there we go. Right there. Morphine spawn. We are good. Cat, don't need it. We'll take it. Splint, not even going to bother taking it. Augmentin. Yep. Another morphine. Holy hell, guys. We hit the jackpot. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Make sure there's no sniper scav up on that roof. No sniper scav over there. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. How's my weight looking? 43. So we're a little bit on the heavy side. Once you get past a certain weight, you stop regenerating stamina, the green bar down at the bottom. Like you see right now, it's just kind of holding steady. It's because I'm... Oh, shit. Okay, we gotta run. Got the body shot, but not the headshot. How is that not a headshot? Oh, god damn it. Gotta reload. What the hell is shooting at me now? I know it wasn't that guy. There's a crispy one tap right there. What the shit? They're throwing grenades now? Okay, I dropped him. Is that light on? It is. We might actually have an extract right there. So I'm going to crouch down right here. We'll loot these guys. It's a nice little one block item. I've already got one of those. That's not a bad find. That's full. I can free up some room. Let's go ahead and use that. .206. I don't know if I have that key yet, so we're gonna go ahead and take that. God, I hope those were the only scavs in this area. I can't put that on while I got a headset. And then where'd I drop that other guy at? Was it this guy? No, that was the guy I stripped the side off of. There he is. I might actually drop this gun in favor of that AKS. Because that AKS, I believe that is a part that we need for a future build. It's a RS-47. No, it is not. I lied to you guys. My bad. 103. We don't have a 103 yet. So what can I drop? Actually, I don't have to drop anything. Hell, I just got to make room. That's the worst part about this game that I've found so far, is the fact that it doesn't move one inventory slot items to one inventory slot spots. So I can even move this like that and that. And I can take their knife. TMO, garbage. Alright, let's see if this is an extract. If this is an extract, we're good. Check this crate. If this is an extract, I might actually go down and check the... Oh, we got an AFAC now, boys. We're doing good for ourselves. Take that. Is this extract actually open? It is. Okay. I'm going to go down and check this hidden stash. It's right over here. Just so we can kind of capitalize on our run a little bit. But you got to be careful because people like to snipe you from that shoreline. And you got the bridge there. And that shoreline as well that they will snipe you from. So you kind of have to be a little bit on the careful side here. If you have a flashlight, I'd recommend shutting it off before you actually hit this part. But we'll take this. We'll take that pineapple juice. How are we sitting for water? Let's go ahead and use that. Every time you use something in raid like this, it increases your metabolism. The higher your metabolism is, I'll use this one too. The higher your metabolism is, the less you will run out as it levels up. There's also a bag right here we can check before we extract. Try to capitalize on that loot a little bit more. Soap. Not needed, not great, but it'll sell for a couple thousand probably. Maybe 1,000. Even if it only sells for 1,000, then I think we're good. Pop off a few rounds at the end. Level up that recoil ability. Let's see what we got here. So 3 headshots, 2 thorax, all scabs. That's 5 scabs right there. That would have done that one mission. No problem. Third of the way to level 10, give or take. And again, we're going to skip this screen. Instead of healing, we're just going to hit next, and then we'll get to our character. We got some quests to turn in. Actually, I think this episode's going to be right around 50 minutes or so. Not bad. Trying to keep them somewhat short for you guys. I don't know if you guys like long episodes or short episodes. If you guys like short episodes, I might, obviously with the exception of this episode, I might actually start cutting them down to just raids and kind of give a quick pause summary of what I did off screen. But that's up to you guys. You guys let me know one way or the other how you want to receive your content. So if you haven't already, hit that like button for a nice survival. That's good stuff. Can't really complain about that. Now there is a bug with the single player mod where, yeah, it takes away. Remember we put like 10,700 in here? It takes away your money if you exit a raid with it. If you go into a raid with it and then exit with it, it takes it away. I see they still haven't fixed that bug, but again, it's a small price to small price to pay for not really having to deal too much with, well, people that do nothing but play this game. So now we're going to do the cleanup aspects of it. I did mess with the settings a little bit. Visual wise, I'm not running on a great computer, so hopefully all that choppy, grainy type stuff is fixed for you guys. If it's not, let me know down in the comments. Shoot me a message on Discord, that kind of thing. But I tried to kind of help it out a little bit. Like, I turned VSync on because I'm using 2 monitors, so it does help to have vertical sync. Turned off bloom. Just the visual stuff. These are my post effects settings, which they're probably outdated for this alpha, but this is what I've been running with so far, and it's something that actually looks good to me. As far as graphics go, this is what I'm running. I got VSync on, texture and shadows at medium, 2.5 for LOD. Overall visibility is 1,000 meters, yards, 1,000 something, I don't know. Running TAA 1x sampling off. HBAO is off and SSR is off. And if you just hover over these, usually they'll tell you what it means and what impact it will have. When I tried running high, it didn't look good on the recording. The same with this one. It just didn't look good on high. So I just shut them off. I honestly have no idea what they do. If you think they'll help, let me know in the comments. But, this filtering option per texture, NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency. So this is the other thing that I shut off. I shut this off and I turned VSync on. So hopefully that helps. I don't like playing with blur and bloom and all that crap. I haven't adjusted the sharpness. I'm pretty sure that's just your standard sharpness. But the NVIDIA Reflex, I realized, was having a significant impact on my CPU RAMs, which I don't think it's supposed to. Pretty sure that's only supposed to affect your graphics card. But I shut it off. It was on and boost. So I shut it off because, well, honestly, it helped. From what little bit that I could tell, it actually helped. So let's go to traders. Let's turn in these quests. And I hate how they don't actually have like the little green check mark once you're done with a quest and have the item to actually turn in. So this, we have it. Let's turn it in. Now we got Shootout Picnic. Eliminate Scabs on Woods and Delivery from the Past, which it's not a horrible quest. We gotta go back to customs for it. A lot of the early game is all customs and woods, so that kind of gets boring. I'm curious to see the new quests. I haven't seen too many of them that involve the new map. Let's go ahead and turn in our morphine. That's done. Okay, we completed that. It didn't open up a new one. We might have been able to get away with going over to the dorms and finding this water, but we already had 2 quest items, and I didn't want to run over to dorms because I didn't want to go get those quest items all over again. So, do we have anything here? Yep, we've got the intel for extortionist. What's on the flash drive? Okay, so I've only got 1 flash drive. And then Stirrup, eliminate PMCs while using a pistol. That's probably not going to happen until we get better ammo. Or unlock better ammo. No task for him. How about Mechanic? MP133. Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can get this one knocked out and out of the way. I love the gunsmith quest. That's the main reason, or one of the main reasons, I was attracted to this game in the first place, is because I was a gunsmith in the military, armor, patrol, all that stuff. I loved being deployed, did it after my enlistment, and working on guns is something I still do to this day. The amount of customization options available in this game is kind of what turned me on to this game, because it's something I could do without actually spending my money doing it. So let's see if we can do this. An MP133 with 850 recoil, 47 laser designator, extended mag. Okay, well, the extended mag is going to be an extended tube. I wish they'd fix that phrasing. We got another quest here. Pharmacist. Paramedic's car on customs. Get into two-story dorm 114 on customs. I don't remember this quest. But it tells you what dorm room to go to. So I guess we gotta go find that. That's gonna be a new one. So I think we can get that knocked out. Probably next episode, maybe. I'll do a little bit of research and see what all it takes. Because some of these, it'll give you the optional stuff. Like, locate the paramedic's car. Well, I can pretty much tell you exactly where it is. But do I have to go to room 114 on customs? I don't know. So that's an option. Let's go ahead and receive these. Shitty gun. What's this going to give us? APM's good. It's good ammo. It really is, but 20 rounds, that's not going to get us very far. And a VPO isn't all that great, so we'll accept it, even if we just turn around and sell it. And she's going to give us a bunch of syringes, a tube. The tube helps. So does the meds. 17,000 rubles, can't really complain about that too much. Alright, so Mechanic has the quest for an MP133. Now, I was able to pick up the pistol grip that we need. Let's see, it's either Jaeger Mechanic or Peacekeeper that has the MP133. Oh yeah, before I go that far, these are two of the new shotguns. This is basically a revolver shotgun. It's a 5-shot shotgun, 12 gauge. From what I've seen, it's fairly decent. Not great, but it's decent. Reload time's really slow on it. But I haven't seen it used with slugs yet. So maybe slugs will be an option. And then you have the old classic double barrel shotgun. And one of the things I like about this is if you actually zoom in on it, it does have the double trigger. So you can actually single shot or double barrel shot for this shotgun, which is cool. But again, reload times. So is that gonna outshoot, say, an M4? Probably not. Damage wise, within a certain distance, this thing's gonna mess you up. But maybe we'll play around with those later. We gotta find that MP133. There's a 153. So is it him that has it? Nope. Mechanic, do you have it? No. Prepper? No. I I don't think Skier has it. No, 153. Okay, let's see if Fence has it. He's got the double barrel. There is the Christmas event going on. That's why I got the Santa's bag. But that's not going to last too much longer, I don't think. Okay. Tell you guys what. I will sit here and refresh all this. Ooh, what is that? Is that a new one? That's definitely a new one. I'll sit here and refresh this, and we'll see if we can get a 133, and I will bring you guys back in here in a minute once I find that. Alright, you guys. This is kind of my bad. Actually, it's all my bad. I fucked up. So what you're hearing right now is a voiceover of me actually finishing up when I told you guys I'd bring you guys right back. So I did a scav run, and you'll see the equipment here in a second. And basically what ended up happening was I accidentally left my microphone on mute because I had to take the dog out in between, and well, I'm not even gonna make excuses. I fucked up. So yeah, I ended up doing a scav run, got a hard drive we needed for a barter trade through, I believe it was Mechanic or Skier, to get the pistol grip that we need, and you'll see that right now. Other than that, we've got all the little pieces that we need to put on that shotgun, so it's just a matter of adding it. Let's see here. Okay, so it's gonna be Mechanic that actually has the barter trade for a hard drive. You can get to the barter trades by clicking that tab right there. So, 3 of those will equal elite pliers, and then the toolkits we'll definitely need on a later quest. We need 2 of them, and I've got 1 of them that's somewhere right around here. I'm pretty sure my dumbass scrolled past it. There it is. Right there. Yep. There it is. Found it. So we're going to need 2 of those for a later quest. That's not a big deal. But what we're looking for is actually in the left top kind of center right of where he's at. You'll see me click on it here in a second. Well, I mean, honestly, we could have traded for that one and been way better off. Wouldn't have had to go in and do an extra scav run. But the scav run got us some stuff that we needed, like another Iskra. So here I'm about to do the trade. It takes 1 hard drive that you can find in computers. It's got a random chance of spawning in computers. So I just made the trade. About to go back. Got to go find it. There it is. So now it's a matter of disassembling what we didn't need on that gun and replacing it with what we do need. So you'll see me going through this process here. Then I'll have to take the stock off because it's not compatible. It's got to be a certain size with ergonomics. And I'm glad they didn't change it for this alpha, or beta. Scheme alpha or beta? I think it's an alpha, but they didn't change it for this update, which is nice. So click on here, we'll go up to tasks, and then if it says turn in right here, that means you actually have a weapon that fits the bill. So turn that in. We're going to go ahead and complete that. And I mean, it gives us some stuff. Most of it's junk. The best thing we got out of it was the experience. Even the rubles wasn't that great, but we got a little bit of trader reputation, which will help us when we go to level up in the upper right hand corner. I think the previous me is explaining that now. But we also have some stuff that we can sell. So I go through and I sell that. And we do end up buying a Scab junk box, which I will fill up after the recording. I haven't even done it right now, real time, because I went to throw this video together so you guys have something to watch, and realized that I fucked up and left my microphone muted. So there's that. Well, mind you, not to make excuses, but I'm tired, and honestly, most of the time, I just space stuff, such as unmuting my microphone, in case I was accidentally recording when I told you guys I'd just skip through the stuff. Honestly, I should have just left it on and cut that part out, but again, that's on me. Lessons learned, I'll take that into account next time. So, I believe right here, we're essentially going through what quests we have or could have, and I'm going over who I sell to first, because I do have some guns from like scav runs or I picked up off of scavs. So usually I'll go mechanic, Jaeger, prepper, therapist. Ragman will only buy certain stuff. So right now I'm at Jaeger because I'm trying to get some money built up on him. I've already got money built up on mechanic, as you saw before. So right now I'm going through and I'm selling stuff to him. Now, when weapons are damaged as much as like that VPO, well, the twin to that gun that I just added right there, that I believe is an AKS. Well, there's essentially nothing you can do as far as selling those guns. If you repair them and sell them, most of the time you don't get your money back. So the best route you can do is you can right click on those guns, which you'll see here in a minute, and then you go down to disassemble in the little mini menu in the drop down tabs, and you just disassemble them and sell them for parts to these same mechanics. Right there I was actually describing that we do need some of those wooden handled knives for a later quest, but we'll take care of that later. When I did my scav run, I found this Iskra. We're going to go ahead and turn that in. That completes that. Now we got to kill scavs on woods without wearing any armor. And this quest is basically stashing an Iskra and a water bottle in 2 separate bunkers on woods. So both of those quests have to do with woods. A lot of these early game quests have to do with either woods or customs, which can make it hard because higher level players will essentially camp those maps looking for easy kills. There's quests further down the line where you have to get 100-yard headshots, kills with certain weapons, which I believe, if we haven't already unlocked it, then it'll be coming up here pretty soon, where we have to make kills with pistols. Honestly, it becomes a pain in the ass later game. So a lot of higher level players will actually just kind of camp those maps, looking to get the inexperienced players out in the open, which, I'm not going to lie to you, I'm an inexperienced player as far as most people that play this game. So, there is a mod where you can get it to where you adjust the distance for getting certain shots. Here I'm selling a bunch of guns and parts that we don't need. Some of them we disassembled, but most of them came from the M4 build that I did earlier, just messing around. including an M4 that we're not going to use, but I modified it anyways. So say you got something that, like, say you got a weapon that's $15,000 or rubles, and you put a $5,000 sight on it. Well, now you got a $20,000 weapon when you sell it. So it does take into account that you have mods on certain weapons. Now here's where I realized that I could sell one of my, I don't remember what round that is, but I can sell one for $1 or 50 of them for 14. So if I was to actually take the time and break those down into individual stacks and sell them all, I would actually make more money. I wouldn't even have to sell half a stack in order to make as much money as I get out of just the full stack. So toyed with that for a little bit, but honestly, US dollars, they're useful when it comes to upgrading your stash. But here I'm talking about breaking down these guns, like I just recently explained. So here we go. I'll sell this stuff and go ahead and break those down and show you exactly what I was talking about. Sorry if you guys hear that crunching in the background. That'd be my puppy. He's chewing on his antler right now. So all this stuff that I'm selling right now, most of it, more or less, came from that scav run. Those 3 things didn't, but those 3 did. That stuff did. Then the 2 vests and that backpack, along with that armor vest, that blue one that I just sold, that all came from the scav. As honestly the best way to spend money on Ragman as a trader is to just do scav runs and then sell whatever you pick up to the traders. And that pretty much goes for any of the traders. So I just disassembled those weapons, and after I do a sort, it's going to lay out all the parts. And then I can go through to the traders themselves. Again, starting with mechanic, but I've already got money on him, so we'll sell to Jaeger. Everything that we can. I don't care what the price is for it. As you can see, I'm almost to 2 million rubles. Then I'll sell the rest of it to Prapper, whatever Jaeger won't take. And then the main bodies of the guns, because of their durability, since they're damaged, have to go to fence. That is the only way to sell them. You can't repair them past a certain point, and even if you did, you probably wouldn't get your money back. So your best bet is going to be sell everything to fence. There's also ammo, because I just, at this point, I don't care. I'm just trying to get past that $2 million point. I'm explaining the different rounds and whether they're good or not. The PvP rounds are essentially the best ones you can get in the game for a 9x19 millimeter, which is your standard Glock or M9A1 or M9A2. Here I'm selling a bunch of meds that I don't need to Therapist, because she's essentially the only one that will buy most of them. And I'm explaining that there's a quest further down the line where you have to have one of each med, like each stimulant that I keep accidentally clicking on. But I try to early game keep at least one of each med. Like, there's no real necessity to it, because you will find them. But it's nice to start stockpiling those early. Now here I'm explaining the difference between an AFAC and an IFAC. An IFAC is an individual first aid kit, technically. An AFAC, not a clue what the A stands for. However, when it comes to this game, as you'll see in this comparison, it is better when it comes to healing heavy bleeds and light bleeds, which is why I prefer to use them, but they are harder to come by. So if I don't anticipate heavy action, like if I'm just going in to get a quest done and then get out, I'll take an IFAC. Eventually I'll get stocked up enough on these black AFACs that I'll take them in, because when it comes to heavy bleed, I can heal 2 heavy bleeds with 1 AFAC as opposed to 1 heavy bleed with an IFAC. They take up the exact same amount of inventory slots, but they're just better. They aren't faster to use. They're just better to use. They take less durability out of the item itself. So here I'm just loading up some ammo for the next raid, because it's never great to go in with like a partially loaded magazine in your weapon. I even grabbed that one because this game's so in-depth that it will actually take into account whether or not you actually have a round in the chamber or just a full magazine in. So if I went into a raid with a full magazine, as soon as I load in, I charge that weapon, I'm going to only have 29 rounds in my magazine. So it's better just to load it ahead of time. Here I'm going over stuff that I will eventually sell. I don't think I do it this episode, but those both sell the mechanic for a decent price. Anything military, like, I don't know about the military tubing, which is up and to the left of where my cursor is now, to the left of the metal pieces. I don't know if that's good or bad as far as selling goes. I do know they were hard to find for a lot of people at the beginning of the wipe. So I'm going to hang on to them for now until I can figure out one way or the other. But here I'm also comparing the Tushonkas. You have 2 different types. The one on the right is a beef stew. The one on the left essentially is a beef stew, but it does 5 less healing, and they only take the 1 inventory slot, the 1 square. What I'm looting, I like to kind of keep in the back of my mind what everything costs as far as selling to the traders. Because if it's not worth 10,000, then it's not worth an inventory slot. So here I'm just claiming quest rewards. I don't think I bought the Scav junk box yet. Or maybe I did. Yeah, I did. And I can almost afford another one. But with the Scav junk box, I can stash a lot of stuff in it. Everything that's grayed out on the inventory that you can see is essentially what's going to go in there. All those metal parts, all the tubings, all the pox rims, all that stuff. So with that, I'll leave you guys here. And while the camera is off, I'll go ahead and get that junk box filled up. So if you like it, leave a rumble, leave a like. You can hit me up on Discord if you got any suggestions, and I will catch you guys in the next one.